Hello YouTubes! This is the answers to the Q&A video that you asked questions on last week. Why am I doing this with my hand? We'll never know. First question, Serial K86 asks, 1. Are you into video games? If yes, what are the games that you're currently playing right now? I play a lot of skateboarding games, obviously like the old Tony Hawk games on my PS2 and the EA Skate games on my Xbox 360. Also I play Grand Theft Auto like San Andreas, GTA 5, GTA 4, Liberty City Stories on my PSP, you know, all that sort of stuff. Serial K86's second question, muffins or cookies? Cookies. Horibo Bozen, first question, what happened to Mervin's jam? It's in his sandwiches. Obviously. His second question, why is Michael Rosen so sexy? It's obviously the vagina on his neck. Bit weird, okay. His third question, do I creep you out? A bit, but you're not as creepy as I am, so yeah. Legion Geth, or Jeff. Guessing it's Geth, I don't really know. First question, are there any big ginormous projects on your mind? The project? No, sorry. Big projects, not really. I'm probably going to do like a 10-15 minute long video from a 1k special of a hit 1k subscribers. Like, before my channel gets taken down for copyright crap from the BBC. But yeah, apart from that, not much. The second question, why Rosen has an obsession with little girls' snants? It's because they are nice. That's all, and good luck with your college, man. Thank you all. Michael Rosen asks, would you be okay if I call myself Beef Pie with Chips? Do whatever you want. I haven't copyrighted the name Pie with Chips or anything, so you're cool to do that. Left Trigger Gamers. First of all, Doctor Who questions. I like Doctor Who, by the way. If you didn't know, I'm a massive Doctor Who fan. Bit of a nerd. You wouldn't guess it looking at me. Don't really look like the sort of stereotypical Doctor Who geek nerd person, but I am, so. My first episode was, I think it was The End of the World from Series 1. That's Series 1 2005, not Series 1, like, black and white, grayscale, classic Who. 2, what do you think of Rose now and back when you first watched it? Rose, if you don't know, is the Series 1 pilot from 2005. When I first watched it, I was quite young. And that's 10 years ago, I would have been 7. Oh wait, 7 or 8, I don't know. Would have been like 7 or 8, so I wasn't 100% sure like what Doctor Who was all about, but when I watch it now, it's still just a good episode and I still enjoy watching it. YTP questions. Can you reveal some leaks of your 1k sub special? Not really, because I haven't started it yet, so I don't know what's going to happen in it. It's probably going to be some Michael Rosen, some Top Gear, if I can get away with using it, maybe some Doctor Who or Torchwood, or maybe even like Sarah Jane Adventures or something, I don't know, any Whoniverse. I'm just going to grab a lot of YTP sources and shove them all in. Shove them all in. 2, will you collaborate with other people? Well, I went into the 10-second collab. I'm probably going to enter with the 69th birthday, the 69th birthday collab, when I can be bothered to make a poop. 3, any good poops coming round? Probably not, because my poops are usually quite similar with their Michael Rosen ones. There's just a load of paedophilic, horrible jokes. Mad Moths, TB. Mad Moths asks, how many toenails are there hiding in the bag of windmills? 203. Eston Plays and Stuff. How many screws does it take to screw a light bulb? 203. Adam A.D. Johnson. Which YouTubers inspired you to create YouTube poops? Well, the first YouTube poop I ever watched was, it was either Richard Hammond Stares at You in the Shower or James May Gets Raped by Even Cheaper Car Insurance. They were by Revenge of Lee. I thought they were hilarious, you know. I was sat here just one afternoon chilling, and on me, probably would have been on the downstairs computer like before I had a laptop in my room, would have been watching them and thought it was hilarious. So Revenge of Lee was the first YouTube pooper I watched, so probably inspired me to make YouTube poops. What is Michael Rosen's most powerfulest engineered weapon? Probably his cock. Third question, what do you think, I suppose that means think, what do you think caused Michael Rosen's obsession with plums? Because when he was 6, he ate a bag of plums.
I ate a bag of plums.
It was 6, I was right, good. If I got that wrong, then everyone in the roast community would have smacked me in the face, and they would have every right to. But I did get it right, so you don't have the right to. Jason Blue asks, what is your favourite colour? I kind of like red. Red's cool. It's the colour of blood. My quest is the quest to destroy Viacom and the BBC and all the copyright Nazis. I don't know. 3. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen? I don't know. Can't even read. Swallow. Swallow. I don't know, I'm gonna use Google.
What do you mean? African or European swallow?
African or European swallow? And question 4. Would you ever take recommendations for a source? Example, someone requested Maths Mansion. Don't know what Maths Mansion is, but I could search it and maybe poop it. I have done request things before. Someone said, how about a poop of QI? Few days, a week, 2 weeks, I don't know. I was like, yeah, sod it, I'll make a QI poop. And I had to find with Jeremy Clarkson because it's funny to mess around with Jeremy Clarkson. Oh, Super Stokey Sam, yeah, says, what do you think about Jeremy Clarkson's latest antics punching a producer? Ooh, it's because he thinks he's bulletproof, isn't it, really? He thinks, well, Top Gear makes most money for the BBC, like, makes more than Doctor Who, so it's sold to loads of countries. And Jeremy Clarkson and the other 2 presenters actually are what makes it so great, so he thinks I can do whatever the hell I want and I won't get sacked because the BBC can't afford it. So, I'm not saying what he did was right to punch a producer, but, and my phone is ringing, fuck off. Matty is a thing. Right. I forgot what I was talking about now, for God's sake. So, I'm not saying what he did was right, punching a producer or anything. It will suck to see him get fired, because he's what makes Top Gear so great, but on the other hand, if you go around punching people at a workplace, you will get fired. Let's be honest. 1. Secret Storm. And his first question, do you want an apple? No. Second question, what do you want then? An apple. Dr. Hotan Mario, would you like to come inside? Come inside where? 2. Best pony. I don't know any ponies. I'm gonna Google ponies. First one to come up is Twilight Sparkle, so I'll just say that pony. I don't really care. Favourite Rosen poops? Ooh, that's a difficult one. I do really like Chicken Peeka's the Michael Rosen Rebellion, or Michael Rosen's Abuse of Power, I think the poop was actually called. That was a good poop. Well, all of Chicken Peeka is, but that is a particular favourite of mine that I watch. 4. Have my babies. In what way? As food? I'll have them as food. That was weird, wasn't it? The Chuckle Poop asks, okay, if you ever shit yourself, what would be your first excuse as to why you are walking funny as you make your escape? Also, interested if you play games. I already said about the games before, so, yeah. If I shit myself, that's a strange question, that caught me off guard. I'd blame it on, like, breaking my leg or something, I don't know. That's the worst possible answer I could have came up with. ALW95, what sports do you play? If skateboarding and BMXing are sports, I play those. If they're not, then I don't play sports. 2, what made you come up with your username? It was pretty much random, because my old channel, WWE, GTA, Doctor Who, don't watch anything and that's terrible, but when I got locked out of that channel, like, I couldn't get into it at all. I needed a username. And thinking back to WWE, GTA, Doctor Who, I don't even like WWE anymore. Back when I made the account, I still don't. So I thought, I need to think of something that I'm always going to like. I like cheese, I like pie, I like chips. It's very unlikely I'm going to stop liking them, so I thought, Cheese Pie with Chips. Beautiful name. 3, favourite video game. Probably just be GTA 5 then, I suppose. I play that quite a lot. 4, plums or chocolate cake? Chocolate cake. Chocolate. Gangster, question mark, asks, what is Mike Rosen getting up to on the internet? You really don't want to know. Matt WOX, or Matt Wox, as in rocks, I don't know. One of those 2, asks, 1, is there any meaning or story behind your username? I just said that in the last question, or the question before, or whenever it was. So, yeah. 2, are you into video games? If so, what platform and what do you play? Like I said before, video games, skating games and like free roam games like GTA. Platforms, PS2, Xbox 360 and PSP very occasionally. Do you belong to any creepy ass fandoms? Not really. Like I said, I really like Doctor Who, but I don't have a Tumblr account, so I'm safe. I know you've done a few music YTPs in the past. Show me your... I'm not going to say that word. I can sentence mix it, but I'm not going to say it. My favourite genre, subgenre of music. Anything from a light sort of rock to like full-on screaming metal stuff. Would you consider more of that kind of pooping? Yeah, I've got some ideas here for bands and stuff like Linkin Park, Nickelback, Rise Against. I might try and poop some of those. Should be fun. 5, hi. Not a question, but hi. Adams TTS asks, what do they eat in Holland? Tulips, I think. If I was Michael Rosen for a day, what would I do? Yo mama. 3, what's 9 plus 10? 9 plus 10 is a mathematical sum. Retrospectra says, why? Why not? Alistair Swain, or Alistair Swain, asks, what is your real name? My real name is Brad. What will my children be called? Imaginary. Mindcrack Maestro asks, what inspired you to love little children? And that would be Michael Rosen. The Inquisition asks, have you accepted Lord Rosen as your god and master? Yes, I have. Alistair Swain asks, where are you from? I'm from Cheshire in England. I'm from Crewe in Cheshire in England. It says that in my About tab, I think, on my channel, so... What do you think of Bronies? I think they're sad and pathetic. I think it's a bit weird how an adult or, you know, growing person can like a show about pretty colourful ponies. But it's up to them, it's their decision, whatever floats their boat, in my opinion. What do I think of Thomas the Tank Engine YTP? Yeah, they're pretty funny, as most YTPs are. Haven't seen too many of them, but what I've seen is pretty good. Luke Montgomery asks, favourite sources for YTP? Obviously that's just Michael Rosen, Top Gear. Them are 2 main sources really, Michael Rosen and Top Gear. Favourite bands. So to come up with one band that I listen to frequently and like love over the others. So, yeah, anything metal-y, I suppose. Why is it that your YTPs are funnier than most? That's your opinion on things. Maybe you're just watching the wrong YouTube. Go and watch CS188 or something. What inspired me to start making YTPs? Like I said, saw Revenge of Lee's Top Gear poops and they were hilarious and I thought I'd try it myself. 2, what programs do I use? I use Sony Vegas Pro 11, I think it's 11, I don't really know. But Sony Vegas Pro, and I use Microsoft Paint sometimes if I need to do image editing, but I don't do that very often. Favourite original Rosen Source video? That would be Hot Food. I like that one. Who ate my plums? Probably Haribo. Haribo probably ate your plums. Why is Haribo crying? Because his granddad had died. 1. What is your favourite YTP you've made so far? I don't really know, to be honest. I've never really made one I've been exceptionally over the others. I'm really happy with this. Like, I've never really made one that's made me feel it's better in some way than the others, so I don't really know. My favourite programme or movie to YTP? So Michael Rosen's not really a programme, so programme probably Top Gear. Movie, Spider-Man, I'd say. 3. Is mayonnaise an instrument? No. Horseradish is not an instrument either. Train Sim fan, can I poop? If you mean as in YouTube poop, yes, your YouTube poop's quite good. If you mean poop is in defecate, I hope so, because otherwise your bowels will be overflowing. My favourite train class, standard class, it's cheaper than first class. Am I joining ISIS? No. What do I think of Chuckle Brothers? Funny, especially like the YouTube poops. Oh, I found out recently the Chuckle Brothers was actually in my local theatre and I didn't know. They're actually in Crewe. Here, where I live, and I didn't get to see them because I didn't know they were there until when they'd left. Disappointed. If I were in a stranded desert, what would I have as survival food? A bag of plums or chocolate cake? Probably chocolate cake. 1, because I prefer eating cake to plums anyway. It's not that I don't like plums, but obviously I prefer chocolate cake. So, and chocolate cake, you know, it's got more cake, it's more stodgy and has more carbohydrates, so it'd probably last longer. If I eat nothing but plums, I'd get diarrhea. So, chocolate cake. PlayStation Geek, what do I use to make the YTP vids? Like I said, Sony Vegas Pro 11, and I used my laptop here. If you mean more specific than that, it's a HP 650. It's got a 2.2 gigahertz processor, 4 gig of RAM, and a 320 gig hard drive that's corrupted. It's got a dodgy sector on it, so I have to like completely factory reset the computer all the time. But that's going on a bit of a tangent to the question. John D Skating asks, have you Esther's a character on Torchwood? No. Have you read either of these books? Rusty Bed Springs by IP Knightley. I see what you did there. And Fell Off a Cliff by Eileen Dover. No, because they're probably not real books, but funny. Ali Stump, 3 wishes. If I was to have 3 wishes, my first wish would be unlimited wishes, and I don't need any others because I've already got unlimited wishes. Sauce or sass? I prefer sauce. Chocolate cake or a bag of plums? I've already said chocolate cake. Favourite animals? I like monkeys. Monkeys are awesome. Well, monkeys, primates if you want to be more scientific, but you know, primates are fun. And Soap McScope, can you buy me cheese pie with chips? Probably not, because I don't have any money. And that's all the questions that have actually appeared on my YouTube comment section. I've checked spam, I don't see anything in there. So I should have answered your question, and if I didn't, I'm incredibly sorry, but it would seem I answered all the questions. So I'm going to stop rambling, and I'm going to actually make a YouTube poop instead of cheating and doing Q&A videos, because I'm lazy, and I'm behind on college work. So, I will see you, well, I won't see you in the YouTube poop, will I, but I will make a YouTube poop. To finish off, here is a random SpongeBob. Oh no, can't show that. Censored by Viacom, don't show it.